Hello everyone and welcome back to Copperline Rattler Ranch. I'm Julia. We are working on the house. So far we have gotten on this north wall repair about the equivalent of 5 courses done. I'll swing around and give you a visual on that. And we've got 5 full courses and then probably another 3 or 4 partial courses in order to get our angle that we'll need for the roof. In order to get this done, we're hoping, and if I say it out loud, it's probably not going to happen, that probably within a month we can be roof ready again. And we've decided no matter what the wood prices are, we're going to go ahead and get this roof done, get the doors and windows on so that we don't have another collapse. I don't think that we ever will again, but it's still kind of a fearful thing that we have to think about. But we're hoping within 4 to 6 weeks we'll have this wall completely done and we can get that roof on. The roof should not take that long to do. We're going to do the rafters at 16-inch on center, like a 2x12 rafter on top of the bond beams, and then we're going to do I think he said a 3/4 inch or an inch-ish plywood on top of that, and then do the membrane and the sealants and all that stuff on top. Our plan is also to make it kind of a Santa Fe style on top, you know, with those little ridges on the corners, that kind of thing. And then we'll have on the west side areas to collect the rainwater during the monsoon. So here is everything that we've gotten done. Like I said, we did take some time off because of the weather, because the family, you know, life gets in the way, that kind of thing. But you know, that's the nice thing about being out here doing this by yourself. I still have a tiny bit to do in this corner here to finish that course up. Okay, so the tractor is out of commission. It's been 2 days now. We've had a problem with it starting. So I'm going to work on the inside, getting cob done on all these exposed bags. I'm going to work from inside the house. You can see along that bottom area that I put cob already on the exposed conduit for the electrical. Here's the side I haven't gotten to yet. You can see where the outlet box is there. That outlet box. You can see where this outlet box is there, and all along that same line, there's a bag torn. I'm covering that up first, all the way around. Throughout the entire house, I've got just a little bit more to go. These 2 sides that I've shown you, a little bit over there and a little bit on the opposite, right, like through that doorway there on the inside of the bedroom to do. And then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and mud an initial layer of cob on all the inside structures that are exposed. Where the bags are exposed, you can see that, like when we did the repair, we cobbed around the windows and doors already. So I'm going to get that all caught up. That way we don't have to worry about the bags being exposed and possibly deteriorating. They've been very good so far. I've had very few deteriorate, but I'm pressing my luck right now because it's been quite a long time on this build because of one thing or another, and because, like I said, we're 2 old people in our 60s doing this. When we started, we got a permit, and then just a couple weeks after we got our permit, the pandemic shut everything down. So it's just been him and I doing all this work. A little bit of help from some family members, but pretty consistently just Don and I doing all this work in here. Tom's helped us out when we had the wall collapse and cleaned up. So this is how far we are so far on this wall repair with the cob on top of the earth bags. And you can see we still need to go up to here on the west end. And then on the east end, we have to go a little bit higher because our slope is from east to west, and that'll help with the drainage on the roof when we get our monsoonal rains. And little Mr. Boris snuck into the house. He knows better. Thank you, Boris. So that's where we're at today. So you've seen enough of me cobbing. It's going to be a little bit of a short video. We'll just kind of show you some stuff as I get it done. But I'm not going to do a video of me doing all this cob because you've already seen that kind of thing. So I'll show you as it progresses. All right, so here is a couple of days worth of working in here. We brought the mixer in. Getting the inside of it, this initial layer of cob mudding done in here is a little bit different mix than what we're doing to correct the wall. Similar to the mixes that we've done. The only thing I'm not doing is adding the lime to the mud. This is the interior walls, and this will be gone over with a lime plaster as well. We might tint it a little bit, and then we're talking about doing a lime plaster on the outside as well, and we might tint that. But here's the wall, that north wall, and then we still have quite a bit to go. The bathroom and the bedroom area, all that area to go to get done with this mudding. So that's where we're at. We'll take a couple more videos of what we're doing and hopefully have this mudding done in here in the next week or so. All right, we got the living room completely done yesterday. Woohoo! Took about 10 hours to finish everything. If you saw just a moment ago, about 10 hours to finish everything that we hadn't completed. And now our goal today is to finish the rest of this north wall and the bathroom side of the west wall. And of course, we know we have this part to do, rebuild, and that's our goal for today. And then after that, we're going to move on to the bedroom. And the bedroom is likely to take several days because we have intact walls all the way up. So probably going to take us maybe about 3 days to do the bedroom. All right, so when we're working with this mud on the areas of the walls in here that are up above what we can reach, we're going to be using a scaffold, and we've been doing this so far inside. We cannot use the tractor because it's inside. We can't get the tractor in here. So we don't advocate jerry-rigging things like this, but this is what we're doing. We have this wagon, and you can see we've well used it. We got a lot of mud to clean off of it. It has sides that can come off. We took those sides off. It's quite sturdy. We have solid wheels, or I'm sorry, solid tires on the wagon. This is a hydraulic lift table, and it only goes up so far, so that's why we kind of stuck it on the wagon so we could get it up higher. But we will put our load of cob, our nice wet cob, on the platform of this hydraulic lift, and then we lift it up. It gets close enough that Dawn and I can lift that pail or that bucket of cob up on top of the scaffold. So we will show you that as soon as we get another cob mix made, and we'll show you how we get that lifted up and on there and how that we use this lift. So it's a hydraulic lift. Like I said, we have it very secure, very securely strapped to bungee cords and a tie-down strap, so it's not moving. It's staying on the wagon. I wouldn't tell you to do something like this, but this is just one of those things you kind of have to think about different ways to do things, but just always keep in mind it has to be safe. You don't want a 50-pound or 100-pound pail of cobs falling down on you, or this whole rig falling down on you. You're going to break something on your body, like your leg or a rib or something. We don't want that. But it's hydraulic. We just put the, let me show you here. I don't have any mud in this right now, so it's empty. Sort of empty. It's from earlier today. We're putting it on in this fashion. And like I said, we'll show you with a full load. And then we pump it up as high as it'll go. So it goes pretty high with this setup. That's it. And then we move it near the scaffold. Dawn and I can then both lift that weight up about 6 or 8 inches and slide it onto the platform of the scaffold. So it just makes it easier on our backs, easier on our arms. And like I said, I don't advocate doing things like this. If you do something similar, you know, you've got to keep safety in mind. This isn't going anywhere. We've got a load in here. It's not going anywhere. So this is how we're dealing with this situation inside of the house, where we cannot get a tractor in here to lift it up with a bucket. On the outside of the house, when I was doing that, we were lifting the pails, or these mixing trays of cob, up onto the platform of the scaffold with the tractor itself. We put it in the bucket of the tractor, lifted it up, and slid it out on, and that way, you know, it was no problem at all. It does not have to go up as high, so I mean as high as the top of the roof or top of the wall. Just has to go high enough that we can get it on there so we can reach everything. So like I said, we'll mix a batch and we'll put everything in place, and I'll show you how we get that up there. Here's going down. Whoop.